Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Ministry and our partner donors at the Lives and Livelihoods Fund, I would like to thank members of the press for taking the time to be here with us today. I would also like to give a warm welcome to our attendees, Deputy Managing Director of STFC, Senior Management of Ministry of Finance and Planning, and the Senior Management of the Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Resources. We are here today as part of the high-level donors delegation from the Lives and Livelihoods Fund for the Support People's Livelihoods in the Fishery Sector project to observe the significant progress made with RSW financing facility. During this mission, our development partners of LLF, Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, the Gates Foundation, Islamic Development Bank, Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, and Qatar Fund for Development are set to visit the communities and witness firsthand the impact of the project. I have the honor of introducing some of the members of our donor delegation on our panel today. Leading the delegation, Mr. Muhammad Nasir Sulaiman, Manager of the ISTB Regional Hub, Dhaka. Mr. James Cutty, the Deputy Director for Middle East of the Gates Foundation. Ms. Fanar Al-Shahri, International Communication Officer for King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center. Before we open the floor for questions, I would like to invite Ms. Muslima Ibrahim Didi, the Project Manager of the RSW Financing Project, to share a brief update on the project.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to share an overview of our project that supports people's livelihood in the fishery sector through sustainable energy project, which is a key initiative of the government of Maldives, carried out with the support of Islamic Development Bank and Lives and Livelihood Fund. This project focuses on main two areas. We have two components. Through Component A, the project aims to modernize the sector and address operational challenges for fisherfolk, thus improving value across the supply chain. To this end, this component has actually introduced a dedicated financing facility through STFC. We are introducing RSW systems for the eligible vessels through this initiative, offering both financing and technical support. And when we move on to Component B, it is set to launch soon. We'll deliver a key market development objectives, including a comprehensive assessment of market linkages and the development of actionable roadmaps to strategically strengthen of market linkages and fish export capacity. This component will also encourage wider stakeholder engagements of youth and women, especially in fish processing and value-added activities. The project represents a total investment of $13.5 million made possible through the collaboration of ISTB and LLF and the government of Maldives. To date, more than 70 fishermen has applied for the facility. Over 43 million Maldivian rupiah in financing has been approved, while 33 million Maldivian rupiah has already been sanctioned through STFC. The impact is already very clear. An average 80-foot vessel without RSW consumes 20 tons of ice per month and burns over 3,000 extra liters of fuel just to procure ice. With RSW systems on board, it eliminates these ice runs, saving time and costs while preserving the fish quality. Beneficiaries are reporting a 35% reduction in the monthly costs, better prices in the product in both local and export markets, and higher income stability. This is a strategic investment in the future of Maldivian fisheries, boosting productivity, reducing environmental impact, and building resilient livelihoods. As we progress To component B, we are committed to strengthening our engagement with fishing communities, especially those already involved in small-scale processing, to ensure that this project delivers inclusive and sustainable benefits to the community and the sector as well. That is all about the project brief. Now I will call upon Mr. Mohammed Nasir Sulaiman for his statement. He is the manager of the ISDB Regional Hub of Dhaka.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I think, Honorable Minister, Mr. Ahmad Shyam, Minister of Fisheries, Ocean Resources of the Maldives, and representative from the Minister of Finance, SDFC, and other Maldivian officials that are present here, the LLF donors, Director of ISFD, ISDB colleagues and the general public, and the press. Let me first express my thanks to all stakeholders that contributed to making this project possible, including the Ministry of Finance and Planning, as well as, of course, I think the SOFA, which is PMU, responsible for this, the overall development under the guidance and leadership of Honorable Minister Ahmad Shyam. Indeed, the LLF supports people's livelihood in the fisheries sector through sustainable energy project. It's one of the 4 ongoing projects in Maldives for which ISDB is providing a total support of about $140 million to the Maldives government. It is important to note that with this, the 3 projects that we have, 90% of the total financing is really to support the fisheries value chain, from improving the quality of fishes at the sea to enhancing fish processing, increasing investment in the fisheries sector, and facilitating international market linkages. Here, I think the ISDB, together with the fund partners, is looking forward for the next 4 days to be able to see in terms of a reflection of the progress of the project itself. We are looking at the challenges and also in terms of scale up the impact to the end beneficiary, and of course in terms of the long-term sustainability of the project itself. And I think moving forward, Honorable Minister, I think the MCPS, which is the country strategy of the bank, will be completed by end of 2025. Given the importance of this fisheries sector as a backbone of the economy with a 6% contribution to the GDP, and how we look at the impact of this project that we can address under this pilot for the 200 fishermen, we are hoping that we'll be able to scale up further under the new strategy engagement of the bank. As you know that His Excellency the President of the bank is currently and the management is formulating our new 10-year strategic framework for the member countries. One of the objectives is actually to prioritize and to align, to continue aligning that with our the strategic framework. And I believe that with the country's development plan that you have in place, we are hoping that the ISDB and also the fund donors will be able to contribute further for the development of the fisheries sector, inshallah, in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Nasir Sulaiman. Next statement is from Mr. James Carty, the Deputy Director of the Middle East of the Gates Foundation. Mr. James Carty.
Hoping this works. Great. Thank you very much, Honourable Minister Shyam, representatives from the Ministry of Finance, my fellow donors, the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, the Gates Foundation, the ISFD, the King Salman Relief and Humanitarian Centre, and the Qatar Fund for Development. On behalf of all my colleagues, we'd like to thank you for the incredible welcome we have received today in the Maldives. We're very much looking forward to the upcoming visits to other parts of the archipelago. Really excited to see the impact of this project. I mean, we've heard a lot already about the difference that this project will make to help improve fishermen's livelihoods, both by reducing their costs as well as increasing their revenues and the quality of their catch, their ability to integrate into international value chains, and the greater sustainability of reducing fuel as well as reducing the use of ice. So a wonderful project. We're very much looking forward to seeing the impact in the field and to seeing the difference that it has made to livelihoods. We're also very excited about the launch of the second phase, which will be working with youth and women to really help them integrate to find opportunities, both in terms of economic opportunities as well as training, and seeing the potential for impact from that. It's a great pleasure to be here, very much looking forward to the visit and to seeing the impressive impact that has been had so far.
Thank you, Mr. James Curtin. Now I call upon Ms. Fanar Al-Shahri, International Communications Officer for King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center.
Hello everyone, this is Fanar Al-Shahri from King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center. It's a pleasure to be here. Your Excellencies, your distinguished representative of the government of the Maldives, esteemed partners and guests, on behalf of King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, Saudi Arabia's global humanitarian arm, it's a great honor to stand with you today as a part of LLF Fund mission. The Maldives reflects a true spirit of this partnership, resilience, cooperation, and shared progress. Through the LLF Fund, we are working together to strengthen the livelihood and open new opportunities for the Maldivian people. At Case Relief, we believe that humanitarian work is about giving people the means to shape their own future with dignity and hope. We are proud to stand beside the government and the people of the Maldives and our partners in LLF Fund. As we continue working together to turn this compassion into lasting progress. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fanar Al-Shahri. Now we would like to open the floor for questions from the media.
Good morning, I'm Yazid from PSN, Public Service Media. So my question is, could you tell us why the Maldives Fishery Sector was chosen as a focus area for the funds, and what brought your organizations to support the fisheries projects here in the Maldives?
Thank you very much for the question. I think using the mic, at least it's a bit louder now. So, of course, I think if you look from the perspective of our country's strategy, the fishery sector is actually, like I said earlier in my earlier sort of remarks, it is one of the backbone sector for the country. Of course, I think when we look at the tourism sector, it's also part of the whole sort of engagement of ISDB. But here, as far as LLF is concerned, is how we can sort of like be able to support the livelihood aspect. This is what it matters most to begin with. But of course, I think this is as a pilot, it's very important to be able to showcase the success story of adopting the technologies within the fishing vessels. And Maldives is, I think, by virtue of its, continually, having the ethical in terms of fishing the fish, in the sea. So going there and doing something very ethical and also sustainable, and then not necessarily have to go back to the island just to fetch the ice is something that address a lot of in terms of what the bank is trying to do, from adopting the right technologies as well as, of course, I think addressing the climate climate resilience of the fishermen in the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I do have 3 more questions. The second question I would like to ask is, what specific achievements are you expecting to see from the equipping vessels with RSW systems and solar power? And how does investing in technology like RSW and solar PV change the future of the Maldivian fisheries? And I
Can you put this question on Mr. James?
Thank you, an excellent question. I do think that investing in technologies like refrigerated seawater systems and solar PV is actually a game changer for Maldivian fisheries. We've heard already how it will actually help to reduce the costs for fishermen, making them more competitive, so they don't have to spend as much on fuel to go into ice factories, they don't have to buy the ice, so that will reduce their costs. And by keeping the fish fresher for longer, it increases the quality, which enables them to improve their revenues and improve their livelihoods. But it also allows them to integrate more effectively with other development projects, which I believe are also being funded by the ISDB on fish factories, so they're able to get their products into global markets and to have more value addition in the Maldives as a result of this. So we're expecting to see this, be able to see this with the fishermen, to see firsthand the improvements in their livelihoods as well as their ability to improve the quality of the catch.
Thank you so much. And the third question would be, what measures are in place to encourage greater participation of youth and women in the fisheries business through this project? And what role do you think the youth and the women play in this project?
Another very good question. Youth and women are definitely central to this project's vision. Beyond improving infrastructure, there is a dedicated component focused on creating opportunities for women and youth to participate actively in the fisheries value chain. We heard earlier this morning how the fishing fleet, the fishermen are getting older, and those skills that they have developed over generations are in danger of being lost. So this project offers a real opportunity to engage women, to engage youth, to bring them into the sector, to ensure that sustainability of that way of life, to ensure the sustainability of culture, as well as to create economic opportunities for them, to help them understand how to access international markets, to build skills, and to drive innovation in the sector. So it's not just modernising fisheries, but also ensuring inclusivity and shared prosperity, bringing youth and women into the fisheries market.
Thank you so much. And my last question would be, how does this project fit into the larger development visions of the LLF and ISDB funds?
Okay. Thank you very much for the questions. Seems like the questions coming, from one person. Anyway, thank you very much. I think this is a very important question. Just to begin with, of course, you see, I think we need to really be able to reflect, the overall intention of this. When we talk about the financing, is one aspect of that. But really, we want to make sure that although this is a pilot project, it has a lot of opportunity, a potentiality to grow further. And given from the strategic engagement of the bank with our LLF partners, as well, of course, from the government side, the policy, engagement, with the people of Maldives, particularly the fishery sector. And we expect that, we hope that, with the success of this, the best story that, we can showcase together and to be able to tell, not only to the Maldivian, through the government of Maldives, but also to the international community, how this can be further scaled up to other ISDB member countries, that given the fact that we have another 57 member countries to begin with. So this is a short answer. Of course, I think, we would like to see, the progress moving forward, and how this would further address the need of the livelihood, particularly the women and youth, in the where the opportunity towards finance is not readily available in the past. So the part of this, the overall component, what was mentioned earlier by James also, is very critical, so that I think the LLF partners and the ISDB will be able to come out with the right strategy, in coordination and under the guidance of the Honourable Minister of Fisheries as we embark on our 4 days journey moving forward this week, inshallah. Thank you.
Sani from Kerala News, and my first question is to the Minister. I would like to ask the Minister, Shyam, that why does this project matter to the Maldives today? Okay.
I'm sorry. Please.
Well, thank you very much. As we all talk about the ice availability and limitation when we have a good catch in the year. Ice availability has always been a challenge for fishermen in Maldives, both logistically and financially. Because the Maldives is so widely dispersed with fishing communities spread across many islands, getting access to ice when and where it's needed has not been easy. And over time, the cost of ice and overall fuel cost for the journeys to travel to land-based ice plants have become significant. And this is, in turn, has made fishing operations very costly and less efficient. This project focuses on providing sustainable, energy-efficient technology for the vessels, and the key component is refrigerated seawater system, which allows vessels to be self-sufficient in maintaining the quality of the catch without the need to rely on ice, especially the land-based ice plants. With evolving technologies and more climate-smart options, it has become crucial to upgrade the fleet of our small, low-scale fishers. Many of our vessels were built years ago, and they may not meet the current standards for efficiency. By adopting new systems like onboard refrigerations and fuel-efficient engines, we can help fishers reduce waste, cut costs, and improve the quality of their catch. The RSW financing facility established under the project is providing financial access for those traditionally excluded from commercial landing. Access to finance, as we all know, is one of the biggest barriers in adapting to the evolving changes in the industry, and this is where this project, supported by the ISTB and LLF, is making a real difference. I hope my answer is sufficient for your question. Thank you.
Thank you. And my second question is, the mission includes visiting local islands and vessels and engaging with the community. So as for that, what do you expect to achieve from it?
Maybe James, huh?
Thank you. We've heard about how the project is going to transform livelihoods, how it will reduce costs, how it will improve the quality of the fishing, and all those things. You can read all those things in a report, but the reason that we're here on a mission is to meet the people behind that, to hear their stories, to really understand from them how this affects their lives and their livelihoods. So what does it mean to have better quality fish? What does it mean to have lower costs and greater revenue as a result of that? So really seeing the transformative effect on communities firsthand. That's the first piece. The second thing that we're really hoping to do is actually hear the voices of youth and women, understand their aspirations, their hopes for the future, the opportunities that this project opens for them, and what that looks like for them in the future. How can this really help to transform their lives and livelihoods as well? But the other thing that we're also anxious to do is to see where is the project facing challenges and how can we help to remove those barriers to really ensure that the impact is as big as it can be. So that's why we're here firsthand rather than just reading about it in reports, because it really makes it much more real and enables us to help more.
Astuti. My question is for our Fisheries Minister, Shyam. How does this mission reflect alignment with the government of Maldives? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. Indeed, it's a very important question. This mission is very much in line with His Excellency President Dr. Mohammed Moi's vision to transform and modernize our fishery sector. The government has set out an ambitious plan to bring in the next generation fishing vessels equipped with advanced technology to improve both efficiency and quality. We are also working to decarbonize the industry by introducing renewable energy solutions both at the sea and in our processing facilities. Diversifying the fisheries processing sector and enhancing value addition capacity within the Maldives is also a key priority of this government. Through this project, we are enabling fishers to take greater control of their fishing operations, helping them maintain higher quality catch, reduce waste, increasing the overall efficiency. As an extension of these efforts and in recognizing the benefits of the project outcomes, His Excellency President Dr. Mohammed Mois has announced a loan facility, a different one, which will be available for another 200 beneficiaries to install RSW systems on board. We are working to open this facility ahead of this year's Fisherman Day. With component B of this project, which is the market linkage assessment study, we aim to find new international market access for Maldivian fish. Currently, more than 70% of our catch is exported as raw materials, as raw fish, meaning much of the value addition happening elsewhere, not in the Maldives. So our goal is to change that, to process and can more of our fish locally, create premium Maldivian products, and generate more job opportunities at home. Within the mission, we will be able to better observe firsthand the progress made on the ground and better understand the impact that this development initiative has on the full value chain of the fisheries sector from catch to export. Thank you.
My second question is, how would you describe the collaboration between LLF and partners and the government of Maldives?
Thank you very much for the question. And yes, of course, the project started back in 2022, and this is where it's all started. And I think the LLF partners have seen this as really an opportunity to look at the, as of course, the bottom line is actually, how we can improve the livelihood of the communities, particularly in the fishery sector, and the communities that are perhaps, residing, further away from the capital city. And it has been really tremendous, and wonderful collaboration and partnership that we have so far. And we have seen a lot of, in terms of proactiveness and the collaboration also with the Ministry of Fisheries and Ocean Resources. And we hope that, the result of this, not only mission, but in terms of the progress of the project itself moving forward, we have seen that the people started to realize the importance of adopting the technologies and innovation and the benefits that they will get among the fishing vessel and the communities on the islands. And this is something that, like I said earlier, potentially that we can further scale up. And we are very positive that the LLF partners will continue to be with the ISDB to support this initiative moving forward. Thank you.
Still has one question.
Yes, sir. One last question. involves carrying out a study on the market opportunities for women and youths. What kind of new opportunities for women and youth would there be following the findings of this study? This question would be for the Minister.
Thank you.
I think I will talk about the second component, but still I want to give more details about this component. Yes, this component was designed recognizing the fact that women have long played an important role in the fishery sector in the Maldives. But the real challenge has always been linking them to the market. We are now in the process of selecting a consulting firm for the project's market linkage assessment study. Part of that study involves a comprehensive assessment to take a closer look at the roles of women and youth in small-scale fisheries and identify where we can do more to support them. Our main goal is to find ways to strengthen their participation, whether by optimizing their current operations or by developing strategies to promote, develop and expand international market access for their reach, for their products. Once the study is completed, we will conduct seminars at community level to share the findings and organize workshops to help women and youth use this knowledge to grow their businesses and expand their reach. Thank you. Any more questions? Farah, would you like to say something? If there's no other question, once again, I would like to thank you all for being with us today and for your support to this project as well as to the ministry. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. Okay.